everyone, today's video is going to be another Christmas food haul. This time around I've picked up some things from Morrison's to try. If you're new to my channel, I have been trying all of the various vegan Christmas ranges from every supermarket this year. So I've already filmed quite a few of these videos. I will leave my Christmas playlist in the description if you've not seen them already. This one's going to be a Morrison's haul, and then in a few days time I will taste test everything and let you guys know my thoughts. So I've picked up a few different bits. I will say there were quite a few things online that I couldn't find in store, which is really disappointing. They have a beefless Wellington that I was really excited to try. They also had a few other party food bits that I couldn't get my hands on. Pretty sure they had vegan prawns. They had a couple of things that I didn't pick up but I did see in person. So they had some like vegan burrito type things. If you've seen my Asda video, it was a very similar style to the ones in the Asda Mexican selection box, which I wasn't really a huge fan of, so I didn't see the point in picking those up. But I do have a few different bits and bobs that I'm very excited to try. As always, I'm going to start with the frozen bits just so I can put them away and they're not melting on my table. The first one being the classic duck spring rolls that have now been, I think, in every single video. I say this in every single video as well. I wanted to avoid picking these up just because I feel like I've got enough duck spring rolls to last me a lifetime. But then when I couldn't see any of the other vegan options in the party food selection, I was like, I might as well pick these up, see how they compare to all of the other ones. This one again is jackfruit and it's in a hoisin sauce wrapped in pastry. Pretty sure it's going to be very similar to all of the other ones I've tried. These were £2, so I think potentially around the same price that I paid for the Aldi ones, which I wasn't a huge fan of, so we'll see if these are any better. They do come in a box of 10. I feel like £2 is maybe expensive, but maybe I'm just overthinking it. I feel like these party food boxes are getting smaller and smaller in each of these hauls that I do, and it feels like less food each time. But I think that's probably a good thing because I've got enough party food to last me a lifetime, so I'm excited to see how those ones taste. The other party food item that I picked up, I am way more excited to try. These are chili no cheese bites, so they are a vegan cheese blended with green pepper, jalapenos and chipotle pepper in a crisp crumb coating. Now, I've not seen a vegan alternative to these anywhere else before. I've not tried a vegan one. I did used to like this style of thing before I was vegan, so I know like a rough idea of what they should taste like. These were £2 as well, and they come in a plastic packaging, which I'm actually grateful for, not from like an environmental standpoint. I'm sure this is probably not recyclable, but from a space in my freezer standpoint, I cannot fit any more boxes. So actually very grateful that this is small and I can just fit it into the little cracks that I have in there at the moment. There are 12 in this packet and these were £2 as well, so we will see what these taste like. And then the final frozen item that I picked up were these layered vegetable tarts. These were £4 and you get 2 in here. They are butternut squash, spinach and chestnuts on beetroot chutney in crisp puff pastry, hand finished with nuts and pumpkin seeds. I thought these looked a little bit different, something a little bit more interesting to try. Like I said, they didn't have the beefless Wellington, which is the thing that I was most excited to try. I think they also have like individual Wellingtons normally, which I couldn't find either. So I figured I would settle for this. They did have a nut roast in store, but I definitely prefer the sound of this to a nut roast, which is why I picked it up. I also really like the fact that it comes in like individual portions, so you can just cook one at a time. If you live by yourself, you know the struggle of getting like a huge Wellington or something and it serves 4 people and you have to have Wellington for like the next 3 days. So I'm happy that there's 2 in here and I have 2 chances to try it. I think it sounds interesting. I'm not a huge fan of beetroot, so I'm hoping that's not going to be like the main flavour. But I love tarts, I love pastry, I love anything in pastry, so I feel like I'm going to be a big fan of these. Next up, we've got the thing that I think I'm probably most excited about out of everything that I picked up, and that is these no pigs and blankets. These were in the fridge section rather than the freezer section, and they are mushroom enriched cocktail sausages tucked in with a smoky no bacon rasher. I've not found these in any other supermarket so far. I tried the M&S pigs and blankets or pigs and duvets, which are more like a sausage roll to a pigs and blanket, so I feel like it's not quite the same. I did have some of these from Sainsbury's last Christmas, so I have an idea of what they should taste like, and I'm just very excited to try them. They were £2.50 and you get 10 in a packet. I will say the instructions on here are a little bit confusing. It has a huge suitable for freezing like logo on the front, and then on the back in the text it says not suitable for home freezing in capital letters, so I wasn't really sure which one to listen to. I'm keeping it in the fridge for now until I've tried them. just so I have like the fairest judgment in case the freezing does ruin them somehow, and then I'll probably keep the rest in the freezer until I can finish them, maybe even on Christmas Day. If I really like these, I think I might take them home with me to have as part of my Christmas dinner this year, so we will see if these are a success. They've apparently won an award this year, which is maybe saying something. I'm hopeful that they're going to taste good. And there are actually only 2 packets of these left in the supermarket when I went last night, so I was very happy to grab one. The next thing is probably the thing that I'm second most excited for, if that even makes sense, after the pigs and blankets, and it's this dip selection. Now, I didn't think a vegan version of this existed. I think it was only recently that I saw this posted on one of the Facebook groups that I'm part of, and I was like, oh my goodness, how did I not know this was a thing? I feel like this is such a, I don't know, like a childhood memory somehow. I feel like at any sort of event or party or like Christmas Eve, we'd always have one of these like dip selections, and there's always like the 4 same dips that you get in them. This one does sound a little bit different. There's only 3 dips, and there's a basil mayo, onion and garlic, and red pepper and tomato, all of which sound great. I'm particularly excited for the onion and garlic because I'm hoping it's a similar vibe to like the sour cream and chive dip that you get in these. So we will see what these taste like. This was £1.50, and I'm not actually sure if this is like a Christmas specific thing or if they have this all year round. But if it is a Christmas specific thing, I would recommend you guys going out and getting it. I mean, I haven't tried it yet, but if you've been looking for like a dip selection in your life, like I feel like I have, then maybe Morrison's will be the one. And then to go with those dips, I picked up some crisps. These were £1, and I don't think salt and vinegar crisps technically are Christmas related in any way, shape or form. But if you've seen a few of my other videos in this series so far, finding vegan Christmas crisps this year has been pretty much impossible. All of the flavours have meat or milk in, and I'm just so done with it. I need some crisps in my life, so I figured I needed something to dip in the dips to give them like a fair taste test. So I grabbed these. No, they're not really Christmas related, but I mean, crisps in general are like a Christmassy thing, I guess, and I really fancied some this week, so that is why I picked these up. This next thing is also technically not Christmas related. It is this smoked cheddar. This was £2, and I just saw a load more vegan cheese alternatives in Morrison's on this trip than I have done before. I don't know if it's something they've introduced because it's Christmas and people are doing like cheese boards, or if just in general they've stepped up their cheese game recently, but I saw this and I figured I would pick it up and try it. This was £2, and like I say, they had loads of different flavours there. I will admit that I did open this last night and I've already munched through like a good third of the block maybe. I definitely enjoyed it. It's not my favourite vegan cheese I've ever tried. There's definitely like a coconut undertone flavour to it. It sort of reminded me of the smoked cheese we used to have that came in like red plastic packaging. It would like look like a sausage. I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about, but we would have it often at Christmas and you'd get like mini ones, and it's like a smoked mild cheese. This gave me similar sorts of vibes, although it does have that slight like coconut taste. Not quite as good as the Applewood smoked cheese in my opinion, but I'm still glad that I picked this up. If I manage to not eat it all before Christmas, I definitely think this will be part of like a Christmas cheese board. And then the final thing that I picked up is the only really like snacky item I guess that I got, well I guess other than the crisps, but they're not really Christmassy crisps, and that is these gingerbread donuts. I have seen these posted all over the internet recently and I was so desperate to try them. I saw online that they're often sold out like very early on in the morning, so I wasn't very hopeful because I think it was like 4 or 5 when I went there yesterday. But I saw like 2 packets left on this like little table, looked for ages, didn't think that they had any, found them all by themselves on this little table, and I was very happy. They smell incredible. I am going to open one of these literally as soon as I finish filming this video because I've been desperate to try them. I was very close to trying them last night and I was like, no, have to wait until at least I film this whole video. So I'm definitely going to be trying one of these after I've filmed. They smell great. I love donuts, and I love that so many supermarket donuts happen to be accidentally vegan. I know the carb jam ones are vegan. I think Morrison's might have some other vegan ones potentially as well, but I've never tried a gingerbread donut before, so we will see what that tastes like. And then that was everything that I picked up. I feel like I've got a few different things this time round than I have in a few of the other hauls. Definitely a few things that I'm super excited to try. The donuts, the dip, and the pigs and blankets probably being my top 3. So you'll find out in a couple of days time what I actually thought of everything. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know any other supermarkets you want me to try their Christmas ranges from, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.